Yeah, this is session 12. Welcome to Trench Tutorial.
I want to feel your hair right now. You are the place, my only home. Yeah, just like the flowers that bloom and fall repeat over and over again. Well, I'm badly breathing and feeling to that ground.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take the...
I won't forgive you!
It's so time!
Swallow Blade! Do it!
Sleep now, they rush you! You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Swallow Blade! Leave the chargers to me!
Graviton Field!
You're finished!
Now!
Swallow Blade!
We can really make weapons with this?
There's something in the... I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renan eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But How did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. All right. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
Ha! Reel it in. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Hup. All right. I'll get you next time. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us. Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing art...
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, Is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought, after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a...
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives. So it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories? I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Little help!
You're mine!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Burning
Red! Hear my call!
You're mine! It's over!
Dance in the wind!
Evelyn B.
My specialty.
Here I come! Present can't!
Blind freaks!
Why can't they just sit still?
I'll get you all, Seal. Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
I'll finish you here and now! You're mine! It's over!
Dance in the wind!
Here I
This
come!
is it!
It's
Feel!
over!
Break of fear!
Now or never.
Here's evil one!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Take this! Slash! Swallow blade!
Fury!
You're finished!
Burning strike! Water!
Swallow blade!
Hear my call! Red!
Take this! Slash! Swallow blade! Mirage! Take this! Swallow blade!
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance.
It's like
get
trying
out
to
of
keep
bed.
up with a wolf!
I'm not done.
Lightning to
Slash! Prepare to be
Too
sealed.
much to handle!
Swallow blade. Here I come. You're finished.
Now,
Wind. Take this. Take this. Severing wind. It's over. Glimmer dragon. No further.
Reload! Field!
Swallow blade. I'm on it. I'll run you through.
Now I'm in the You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have done that.
It's over. Alarm.
Do it! Field!
You're finished.
All yours, Kisara.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Get lost!
No escape!
Eat this!
Swallow blade!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Dance in the wind!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let me handle it!
You're finished! All yours! Swallow blade!
Here's evil!
Here I come! You're finished!
Freeze Lancer!
Swallow blade!
Ready and
Here I come! You're
The
finished!
tide of battle has turned! That's the power of comrades in arms! Right! Comrades in arms! What?
Sentimental?
My turn! No escape! You're on!
This one's mine!
You're finished!
Talon Hurricane! I got it! Raging Storm! I know fine weapon material when I see it.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh,
An opponent like this should be easy.
Water, here
It's
I go!
over!
Eat
Fly! Take this! Win! Take this! You're on! You're finished!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Please
Sounds like a job for you, truly!
No place here! You're finished! Swallow blade! Take this! It's over!
By the power of water!
I'm
Not
on
in
it.
your dreams!
Take this! You hear it now! Swallow blade!
There! Eagle
Take this!
I wish I could throw like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young Elfin?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the art of defense.
You want Grandmaster Kisara for that.
Talon Hurricane!
I'm on a roll now!
Take this! It's over!
Feel!
Stardust!
Let them mark you!
I'm on it! Burn!
Mega Ray! I know fine weapon material when I see it.
No backing down!
Lightning condensed! You got annihilation!
Here I come! Roll away! You're finished!
Eat this!
You're mine! You're finished! You're on! You're mine! Demon Fang!
This'll come in handy!
Talon Hurricane! You're mine! It's over! You're mine! You're finished!
You know, Law, walking you really makes me realize.
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Exactly. Don't think. Just keep swinging.
We're thinning them out!
Hey! Blow them away!
Barely a blip on our radar.
No backing down!
This one's mine!
Eat this!
You're mine!
Searing flame! Reload!
Win! Almost! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Come and face me! You're mine!
Even good. Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Come like hell, you!
Freeze Lancer!
Demon
Dance
Fang!
in the wind!
Here I come!
Feel!
Talon Hurricane! Take this!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
It's over!
Glacial Spear!
Take this! My turn!
Tear you
Freeze
apart!
Lancer!
It's over!
Wind
Here I try harder! Here I come! Swallow blade!
be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
No backing down!
No escape!
You're
mine!
Mega Ray!
Here I come!
Lightning
Somebody win! Take this! You're finished!
Anything in your heart!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Demon Fang! Here I come!
Tear you apart!
You're finished!
Sleep now. Get on in
Here
there
I come!
together.
You're finished! Take this!
Into the shadows!
Huh?
Mega Ray!
No!
Take this!
Huh?
Roll now!
Pierce the evil.
Take this!
Lightning descent.
It's over!
He's going! This is up!
Talon Storm! Swallow Blade!
By the power of one!
Here I come! It's over! Swallow Blade! I'm not done!
One
Try
last
this!
one.
Here's
It's
battle!
current!
You're mine!
You're finished!
Mega
Lightning
Ray!
now.
He's dead!
Take this!
Talon Storm!
Astral energy. Full throttle. Certainly not bad. No complaints here.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this?
Let's dispose of the trash.
It's over!
Light astral raging
Here I
cascade.
come!
Hear me. Right here.
Strike! Ignite!
Pierce the evil.
Strike!
I never miss. Freeze Lancer.
Swallow Blade!
Lightning.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Swallow Blade!
Do it.
You're
I'm out of
finished!
amp. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
Do it.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
It's on!
Here I come! You're finished!
Evil.
First strike!
Hit. Freeze
Here I
Lancer.
go.
Raging cascade.
You're finished!
In here. I'll be saving this way.
Take this! It's over!
Raging
You're on!
Whoa.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Flame of Fury.
Win!
Burning strike.
Here I come!
Lightning do it.
Take
Whoa.
this!
Hey, when they're ready.
You made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Sleep now.
You're finished!
Do it. Get on in there with the others.
Here I come! Strike! You're finished!
Glacial Spear.
Here I
Here's
come!
the evil.
Slack!
Freeze Lancer. Raging
Take
cascade.
this! It's over!
Sleep now. Now.
Here I come!
Blow away!
Swallow Blade! You're finished!
Nicely done.
Little help.
You're mine!
Talon Storm.
Huh?
Gravitas Field.
Take this!
Soul
It's
Time
over!
Storm. Here's a healing art.
Take this!
Supernova.
It's over!
Art expert coming
Win!
through. Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Roll now!
No escape!
Glimmer Dragon!
You're mine! Swallow Blade!
Lightning Condemned. Here's the evil.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Demon coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all.
You're mine!
Armor won't save you!
Strike! Slack!
Raging cascade.
Burn!
There.
Okay,
Here I go!
Hey then.
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Talon Hurricane!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Laser spear. Pierce evil.
Blade!
Thunder field.
Oh, no, sorry!
Raging cascade.
It's over.
Holy wall. Spread.
Damn it!
Stop. Healing circle.
Win! Eat this! Come and get it! It's over!
Water.
Do they not teach you to say thank you in Vanna? Not heal Renan, they don't.
Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Let's talking more to it.
over.
Raging cascade.
I'm on a roll! You're mine!
Let's get you on the Mega Ray.
It's over!
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight.
I don't take orders from
Turn
you.
the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold
This
back.
one's mine.
You're mine! It's on! Here I come! You're finished!
All good things come to
Here we
me.
go.
I'll run you through!
Anything in order.
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
There's more where that came from.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
You're finished!
Annihilation.
I'm surrounded!
Raging cascade.
Here I come! It's over!
Field.
That
freaking does it. Fire with the others. It's over.
Take this! I'm on it! It's over!
Get up, power of water.
Here I come!
When it is Mega Ray.
I'm on it!
Let's get you all tucked away. Here I go.
Here I
This
come.
one's mine.
Flash!
See this
It's over.
handle? This one's mine.
Here I come! You're finished! Demon Tag!
Mega Ray. Not in your dreams. Annihilation.
That's enough! Severing wind! Take this! You're finished! Mirage!
Now I'm in your This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
No choice! You're mine!
Eat this.
You're finished!
Here's the wall.
Take this!
Lightning condemned.
Glacial
It's over.
spear.
Here's the
Flash!
Freeze Lancer.
Take this!
Dance in the
It's
wind.
over! First strike!
Air Hurricane.
You're finished!
Wither Dragon. Watch him sweep. Annihilation.
It's over!
Lightning condemned. Thunderblast.
Eagle Fly! Strike! Tectonic
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest.
Well, someone's feeling lively. Thunderblast.
Take this!
Now.
Portal Blade!
Could have been worse.
Hi, Hoodle.
Here I come! It's over!
Burning strike.
Glacial spear.
It's over!
Sweep now. Freeze Lancer. Eagle Fly.
I'll tear you apart!
Over so soon?
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Elde Menancia of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it, though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although...
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Entertain me.
Take this! You're finished! Burn in hell!
It's weakened!
Who the hell are you? This ends now!
Armor won't save you!
Here I come! Swallow blade!
Take this.
I'm on
Not on my watch!
Enjoy.
Reload!
Here.
Raging
Here I come!
I'm ready!
Here I come! Swallow blade!
Did you just hear me?
Yes. I need you, remember?
Right.
Freaking does it! Gemini
Here I come!
Take this.
Swallow blade!
Lightning orb! Freaking does it! Will this help? Photon!
Take this!
I'm on! Talon hurricane!
You're mine!
Lightning orb! Photon!
That's enough! This
I
one's
never
all mine!
Take this.
I'm not done!
Enjoy.
Move again!
Here.
Here I come!
Show me your strength.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. wretch like you. Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought you were...
I'm fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not.
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
Ha! We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. They're the scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
What's wrong? All right.
What the...
Hmm?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say. I'm impressed how... Well balanced this thing is.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention. I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
Go no further!
Here I come!
There!
Whirlwind snap!
Lightning raging! Hear my
That's freaking good!
can run rings around us!
Ready to Whirlwind snap! Talon sword!
Prepare to be sealed, though. We got for it. Actually, perhaps the sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. In here,
You're
having your
mine!
dreams.
Slack! Take it! Swallow blade!
Do it!
It's over!
Care!
Tempest wall!
Take it! It's over! Take it! Demon Tag!
Light astral energy!
Take it!
Swallow
blade!
Raging sword!
Talon hurricane! Now you see what I can do!
Strike! Swallow
Rise
blade!
and ready!
Ignite!
Eat this!
You're mine!
Do it! Already supernova! Where are you going? Hey, that...
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Thank you.
It's over! Take this!
Do it!
Looks like it could be worth something.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
I won't forgive you!
Here I come! I'm on it!
Sweet now!
Take it! Swallow blade! You're mine!
Surrounding us! Alright,
Cover and win!
it's showtime!
Here I come!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Take it! Swallow blade!
Here goes! Mech
Take
Kill
it!
Force! War without
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help!
I'll finish you
Here
here!
Now I can let
Don't
loose!
mind if I do! Take it!
You're finished!
Who wants to die
Demon
next?
Fang! Here I come! I'm on it! Ha!
Raging
Here I
now!
come! Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice one, Alphen.
Yeah, there's more where that came from.
Gotta break through! Take this!
Water!
It's
Hear
over!
my call! What's
Slack!
that?
Slack! Demon Fang! You're finished!
Energy!
Take it! No escape!
I'm sorry to be a
I've
bother.
got this!
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Here!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
You're mine! Ha! Stunner!
I'm on a roll now!
Here I come! You're finished!
Eat this!
I'm knocked up here! Take this! No escape! You're mine!
We're cleaning house.
Let me take the rest of her!
Well, someone's feeling lively!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Eat this!
You're finished! Take this!
Watch this!
It's over!
Where are you going?
Whoa! Quit staring and concentrate on the fight. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Here I come! Ha!
Nicely done. We should think about eating soon.
Really? Not all that hungry myself.
Don't make me say it again.
Yeah, good idea.
Right, here goes! Here I come! It's over!
I'm on it! Here I come! You're finished! You're mine! Come one, come all! You're finished!
I'm only getting started!
I'll tear you apart!
Confiscated! Graviton field!
You're mine! Here I come! I'll smash you!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
You're done! Swallow blade! Talon!
Do it!
Swallow blade! I'll finish you here and now!
You made quick work of mine!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm not done! Swallow blade! You're finished!
Lightning!
I'm on! You're mine!
Let the marksman handle this!
Take this!
Inner field!
Win!
Don't get complacent.
Gone! Here I come! You picked the wrong fight! You're mine! It's over! Swallow blade!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Shia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Swallow
Here
blade!
with the others! Do it! Lightning
Take
condemned!
this!
Thunder
By the
blade!
swallow blade!
Here goes!
You're mine!
Don't mind if I do! Annihilation!
Take this!
Annihilation! Tunnel!
Take this!
Photon flash!
You're finished! First strike! I'll run you down! You're on!
Eat this! Evil!
Looks like we got them all.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I feel all bent out of shape.
All done. Come in.
That's your 12th serving.
Damn, that's gotta be a record.
Even seeing it for myself, I can hardly believe it. Where is her body storing it all?
Oh, have you guys already had enough? Did you not like what I fixed?
No, it's just...
We're just amazed at how much you can wolf down.
Doesn't it hurt even a little? Aren't you feeling heartburn or something?
Oh, this is nothing. You know what they say? You always have more room for dinner.
I'm pretty sure that's what they say about dessert, actually.
Plus, this is Noki we're talking about. That stuff just sits in your stomach.
I swear, I'll never understand you Renans.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's...
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister, and Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog.
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Hootle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her Dahnan bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
it cools up. Time to get out of the way.
Swallow Blade!
I'll bash in their defense!
This one keeps
Glad you had your
charging
use.
us!
That's what my shield's for.
I'll show you
Get
how
behind
useful
me.
I can be!
I'll leave it to you! Take this! Swallow Blade! Burn!
I'll tear you apart!
You're finished!
Do it! Hurricane!
I wish I could throw like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secrets, young Nelson?
Yes, Melvin. Please, teach me the art of defense.
You want Grandmaster Kisara for that?
Storm!
Get on in there with the others. Here, don't mind if I do.
Do it! It's over! This
Watch it!
Take it! Slash! Swallow Blade! You're finished!
All
Demon
design
Fang!
made one.
Swallow Blade! Not a chance!
By the power of water.
Swallow Blade! You're finished!
I'm on it! I'll tear you apart!
It's over!
Let the
I'm
monster
not done! Swallow Blade!
Raging cascade. Flame.
It's on! Not a chance!
Dance in the wind.
First strike! Swallow Blade!
I'll run you through!
Strike! Not today!
Now.
Start!
Annihilation.
Do it again!
Lost. Get toasty.
Bird strike!
That's quite the technique.
You need me? I'm there.
Out of our way!
You're mine! You're finished! I'll take you all on! You're mine! Strike! Swallow Blade! It's over!
Never miss. Dance in the wind. Air
Severance coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Okay. Shut him down! You're mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the public to me! Denied!
It's over!
I'll run these freaking guns!
Here I come!
Eat this!
Swallow Blade! My turn!
You're most comfortable at a range,
No
aren't
further!
you? And not really built for close quarters combat.
Swallow Blade!
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep
Now
away
you see
her.
what I can do!
It's over!
Annihilation. Raging cascade.
Do it! Swallow Blade! Double me! In an instant! Impact block!
Don't get complacent.
No backing down!
You're mine! It's over! First strike! Swallow Blade!
I'll tear you apart!
Here I come! You're finished! Slash!
I'll run you through!
You picked the wrong fight! Take this!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for you and Screamers. Now.
Take this!
Healing
Swallow
Circle.
Blade!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
Now.
Let's refrain from losing.
Hi, Hoodle.
Take this!
Take this! First strike!
Take this!
They got me flying!
Their hide as thick as armor. Will this
tear you apart! Flying free? Why can't they just stop it?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Why'd you win it?
Glad you had your uses.
Damn it! I'll show you how useful I can be! I'll trip it up. Swallow Blade! You're mine! I'm on it! You're done!
Burning!
Here I come! It's over!
Blazing Cascade!
Here I come!
See what happened there as you crossed me.
Freeze
Shouldn't have done
You're
that.
mine!
Tectonic
Fly! Swallow Blade!
This one's mine.
Take this!
Do it!
Swallow Blade!
Hurricane!
You're finished! My turn!
One more.
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
What's this thing?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Armor won't save you. Hey, when did I get so popular?
Fly! Take this! You're finished! You got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman
Tear you apart! It's all yours! Try it now again! No escape! Fly!
Annihilation!
It's over!
I'm on it. We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure.
Leave the enthroned to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
It's almost too strong.
Then split it open.
Be my guest.
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that.
Eat this!
Challenge hurricane.
Here I come!
Eagle Fly.
It's over! Take this!
If it's in the
Fly!
sky, it's
Swallow
mine.
Blade!
Natural energy!
I'll hit you
Let me help.
Denied.
Thunderblade!
Off my focus.
Fly!
Hear my call! Raging
Swallow
Cascade!
Blade!
Rip and
You're
blast.
finished!
Now you see what I can do. Eat this.
Feel! Here,
Swallow
let me
Blade!
help. Let's get you off
I'm
that
on
ground.
it. Come and get it.
Now!
Hurricane.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Do it! Light
My
astral
turn.
energy!
Look sharp!
Lightning Thunder Blade. Nice one, Alphen.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
No choice. Take this! You're finished! Here I come!
Eat this! Reload!
You're mine!
Try this on for size!
Glacial Spear. Piercing Heal.
I'm not done!
Old-fashioned interception!
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how
Charge
useful
like
I
that
can
could
be!
easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Here I come! It's over! Here I come!
By the power! Watch it! Take this!
You're mine!
Reload!
Burn!
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stopped
You're
up.
mine!
Let them march.
You're
Lightning
finished!
orb. I never miss. Photon raging twist. Get toasty.
Bird strike!
Right. Next one.
My turn!
Already on!
Lightning condemned.
Now! I'm not
Do
done!
it.
That's what I like to hear.
Get lost.
Take this!
Armor won't save you!
You're finished! First strike!
Healing circle.
Here I come! Swallow blade!
Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Here I come! It's over!
Eat this! Talon
Swallow
Hurricane!
blade!
ST airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you truly.
Here I come! Try harder!
Leave the enemy's art to me.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Place here, yeah! And the following to me!
Here I come! Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done!
Gemini Aqua.
Here I come! You're finished!
And confiscated.
The earth throbs in pain.
You can't get out of this!
By the power of
Time
water.
to let it rip! It's over!
Do it. This, you're attacking from behind.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art.
Here I come!
Lightning all
It's
raging.
over!
We can turn the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Now. Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Get lost.
You're mine!
Where are you going?
You're finished! I'm on! Now watch it!
Here, let me
Take
help.
this! First blade! Ignite! Take this! It's over!
Here's another.
Got fire!
I've got this. Let him handle it. Thanks, Kisara.
All yours! It's over!
Eat this! Talon Hurricane! Rip tear!
Do it!
This armor's too
Raging
strong.
Cascade.
I'm not
Split it
done!
open!
Be my guest.
Dance in the wind.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
I'm on it! It's over!
Shut him down.
Talon Hurricane!
You're mine!
Healing
Rip
circle.
and tear!
Now I can let loose.
It's
Art
over!
expert,
Come
through.
one, come all.
Thunder field.
Move!
Dance
Get!
in the wind.
Right!
Field.
Take this!
More for the stockpile.
It's over!
All good things
There.
come to an end.
One more. Thunder field.
Dreams!
Here I
That
come!
frickin' does it! Do it! Blade!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right, next one.
First strike! Already on!
Glacial Spear.
Thunderblade! That extra training paid off.
Dispose of this trash. This one's mine.
Eat this! It's over! I'll run you through! Swallow Blade!
More Reload!
It's over!
Talon
I'll smash you!
Thunder
Take this! Win!
Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! Swallow Blade! It's over!
Do it!
Eat this! Here I come! Swallow Blade!
Air thrust!
Here I come! Slash!
Searing flame!
It's over!
Talon Hurricane!
Here I come!
Rip and tear!
You're finished! Slash!
Back into the fray!
Eat this! I'm not done!
Lightning! Raging storm! Armor coming through!
Slash! All Blade!
Thank goodness we won.
Gone! Take this!
Raging
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Master! They're surrounding us!
Go away! Slash! Burn in hell!
Lightning! Downfall!
You're mine!
Raging storm!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Healing circle!
You're finished!
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest!
It's in the sky, it's
Now,
mine!
let me... Coming through!
Prepare to be seized by a fleet of ports.
Now!
Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Scarlet
Less
Inferno!
talking, more doing.
Showtime! You're
This
mine!
one's mine!
You're
Raging
finished!
storm! Lightning!
Here I come! Slash! Swallow Blade!
Burning strike!
I'm on it! This! You're mine! Slash!
Eat this!
Swallow Blade!
Raging
Now you see what I can do!
Lightning!
Here I come!
Do it!
Swallow dance! Slash! Now!
Here, let me
You're
help.
this!
First
Okay,
aid!
here I am!
Glacial
You're
speed!
mine!
Lightning
Here I
hurricane!
come!
The wind!
Slash!
Air thrust! Astral energy!
I
really owe you one.
Strike! It's on!
Hurricane!
Eagle Talon!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Not today! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
Eagle! So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Swallow Blade!
This could be useful.
way. This one's mine.
It's over. First strike.
Hear my call. Astral energy. Dance to the wind. Here, it's in the sky. Astral energy. Here, this one's mine. I'm like,
got fire.
do it. I got this. Please help me. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Now, you're mine. Mirage, I'll run you through.
Damn, beat me to it. Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Hey,
All right, Hell.
don't get in trouble again.
You're finished.
Any injuries?
What's this thing? What's this thing?
Not today!
You're mine! Sleep now.
Take this!
Where are you going?
You're finished!
Dance in the wind!
No armor
Here, let me
stop
help
me!
Remind me to stay on your good
Here
side.
goes!
It's over!
Crazy! Confiscated!
Take this! Swallow blade!
Eat this!
Mega Red!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here I come!
Light astral energy! Banana, let's go!
Take this!
No further!
Flush! In here!
Prepare to be sealed, oh Fleetfoot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Do it! Less talking, more doing.
I'm not done!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
My turn! I'm not done! This one's all mine!
Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
I'm on a roll now!
Take this!
You're finished!
Now!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Mega Ray!
You're mine!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt. You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.